Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another EDC mail time, Q&A and eventually pocket time. For those of you who are new here, this is a section on my channel where I will open mail that people send me. I have one package today that I know where it's from because it's UPS, so it's from the US. And then I have another package that I have no idea what this is or who sent this. Well, I know who sent it, someone with a really good signature, but I'll mention that later. And then also I answer EDC questions. If you want to ask me any questions that you'd like me to answer on the channel, you can DM me on Instagram or inbox me on Facebook. The links to those are down below. Put EDC Q&A in the title. If you don't want your name mentioned, don't mention your name in the question. If you do want it mentioned, just mention your name in the question. And I will ask and answer your questions on the channel. Let's start off with the pocket dump because that's always cool and fun. So we will start on the left hand side. My cell phone, I'm wearing the Urban Warrior Infiltrator pants in black today. Flashlight is PowerTech Valor. Those of you who follow me know I've been running this flashlight for a while. Something different, well not something different, but something that's sort of the first time I show it extensively on the channel is I'm running the Neo Mag. For those of you who do run the Neo Mag, it's a very cool magnetic mag cable that fits into your pocket from SA Tactical Institute here in South Africa. Top tip, run it in the center of your pocket so that you have a void to get your fingers down into. Use it, don't use it. Coming over to the center, belt-wise, it is only core essentials. Defensive knife is the Cold Steel Mini Tac in a Southwest holsters sheath. Firearm, we're running a Holosun Red Dot. I'm running the Boulder Mini today because the PowerTech Mark Mini is busy charging, and this is all running inside of a Southwest holsters Viper. Also, top tip, the PowerTech Mark Mini will fit the Southwest holsters Viper that is catered for, or that caters for the Olight Boulder Mini. Right pocket, something different to open packages today. The old K-bar fin, which has been customized by the fine folks over at Ultimate Edges. I just felt like being a bit different today. And then I left my O-Pen 2 at the buddy's place. So we're running just a normal tactical pen with tungsten carbide glass breaker there if you do need it in emergency situations. In the utility pocket, the old Atmos wallet from Strauss & Co. Really enjoying that. And in the back pocket, the good old Leatherman Scully tool. Okay, and if you're saying it's impossible to sit down with all that gear on, I am now sitting down almost pretty much on my haunches with all this gear on. Okay, let's answer a question first and then we will open a package. Hi Ryan, I have a question for your next Q&A. It's a bit of a two-part question. Does keeping your magazine loaded and stored really damage your springs over time, and if so, how shall one store mags? I've heard that loading and unloading magazines tend to weaken the springs. Is this true? If so, how does one get around this? I keep my self-defense firearm loaded and chambered at all times. Is this good practice, or should I unload it and reload the mags a few times a week? Thanks. Okay, so to answer the first part of your question, springs lose tension not because of being tensioned or because of not being tensioned. They lose tension because of cycles of tension. So, what's the best way? Let me get the mag quickly. Just 1 second. Okay, so Magpool PMag. SA Tactical Institute, if you guys are interested. This is a Glock 17 mag. This little orange bit here, and the reason I'm using the PMag is because they have orange what's called followers. Inside this body is a spring. The bottom of the spring is here and the top of the spring is against this follower. This follower pushes the rounds upwards and is integral in avoiding jams. Okay, if your spring gets worn out to a point where it cannot supply sufficient tension to feed the next round, you will get jams. Now, springs wear out because of cycles of tension, not because of constant tension. So if you have a mag that you keep loaded like such, like nya, your spring will not wear out. Now the next question is, what happens when you go to the range and you fire it? Obviously this is going to cycle, you know, and fire and reload. That is why people buy spare mags for the range. That is an actual thing, right? And it makes sense to buy range mags. Obviously, you want to cycle your springs that you are in the mag that you carry every once in a while. But ideally, under ideal circumstances, you want to keep that spring tensioned or detensioned, but you don't want to cycle the tension. That is where springs start losing their tension or their ability to be tensioned. How should you carry your firearm? Absolutely, with a round in the chamber and mags loaded. Do you need to take all the rounds out of your mag a few times a week or once a week? Not at all. Keep those suckers loaded and you should be good to go. When you go to the range, if you can get your hands on a spare mag or a mag that you don't run, use that on the range. Side note, you do, like I say, every once in a while want to use your EDC mags just to make sure everything in there is still functioning like it should. But springs lose tension because of cycles of tension, not because of being tensioned. Let's do the first package. Okay, so this is from UP. Oh, this knife is, I miss how sharp this knife is. This is from UPS, so it's from the US, and I'm pretty sure I know who it's from. It's from the fine folks over at Core Essentials. And they say, what? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take out everything that is in this box. One piece at a time, right? So we have what's called optional item. This is to hang your Core Essentials belts on. They have given me 2 optional items. So I now have 3 of those. How awesome is that sucker? This is a Core Essentials gun belt, and this just has Howdy Partner written on it, right? That's freaking cool. I will wear that. Michelle won't be impressed though. Ooh. Some matte black Core Essential sexiness. I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of bubble wrap. Oh, how much hotness is this situation? Core Essentials make cool belt buckles, let me tell you. They make really cool belt buckles. And then we have these tabs that you put on your belt for the excess material. And then we have 1.57, you can't see, 1.75 inch. There's the word Garrison written on it. I'd have to investigate that. We have some spare hardware. Gosh, you gotta be kidding me. We have another even more discreet belt buckle. Some replacement hardware. Some of these things, I'm not quite sure what these do yet, but they're the same as the 1.75 inch Garrison little package. Then we've got more of these tabs. And then let's get to the meat of this. Okay. The first one, gosh, this is getting a bit out of hand here. These are all gun belts, by the way, guys, proper gun belts. Sexiness in this like worn leather look, that's always cool. That's very cool. Let's go to number 2. Like, so the belt, like the one that I have on, but it's more of like a champagne goldish color. Very cool. Come on. This is definitely a range belt. Nice, thick core range belt. Core Essentials belts, guys, they have this ratcheting system, which means you can adjust the size on the go almost infinitely. And then we have another one. Oh, black one, awesome. Like the one I have on, but in black. If you want to see what, I can't show you now because I have the setup on. But you put the buckle on and you just basically slide it. It's very, very easy. If you watch my channel, You will have seen it. Thank you, core essentials, and then some instructions. Wow. Firstly, well done for packing so many things into one small box. That's great. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. I'll have to get Michelle to not look at the lounge because it's now a bit of a mess. Let's go to, thank you very much, Core Essentials. Thank you very much, Carl, who is my contact at Core Essentials. It brings me so much heart to know that companies in the US are seeing what we're doing in South Africa and willing to send these things. That's like, it makes me proud, because I've always said I don't want a good channel as an African channel. Like, I don't want to say, oh, that channel's good for a South African channel. I wanted people to say, that is a good channel. You know, watch that EDC related channel. EDC for the EDG. And the fact that guys like Core Essentials are noticing and sending, it's a good thing, right? And it opens the door for more people in South Africa to do this kind of thing. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I'm very keen to see what's in this next package, I have to be honest. Q&A number 2. This is from someone called Duncan. Okay. For a first-time gun owner, will you recommend that I master my iron sights first and then start looking at the red dot? In a word, yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's talk about that. Empty and safe. So, these are your irons. This is your red dot. This is going to come with your gun. Well, not this irons, but you're going to get to the iron sights with your firearm. You're not going to get the red dot with your firearm. It is essential that you can shoot with both your red dot and your irons. I would almost say equally well. Okay, don't forego your irons if you have a red dot. I would say I do 30 to 40% of my practice and shooting with just my irons in order to maintain that sort of eye focal muscle memory. And I learned that the hard way. I was on the range with James Smart and he was teaching me. And what did we have to do? I had to shoot with his gun. I can't remember why. And it didn't have a red dot. He was running irons. And I had to like mentally tell myself to focus on the front sight because I'd gotten so used to shooting with my red dot. And since then, when I train both red dot and irons. So to answer your question in a word, it is vital, absolutely 100% vital that you can shoot equally well with both your irons and your red dot. Also, because red dots, I mean, I'm running a Holosun. These red dots don't fail that much anymore, right? But anything can happen. Like your battery can die on a particular day, or it might die on a Saturday evening at 11, and you don't have a spare battery, and you're going out on Sunday. Well, what are you going to do then? You know, you can't get the battery, so switch the sucker off and run your irons until you can get the battery. Now, the cool thing about the Holosun is that it's got a solar panel, but I mean, not all red dots have a solar panel. So yes, to answer your question, Duncan, it is, you must, I cannot stress this enough, you must be able to run both your red dots and your irons equally well, and you must be able to run them, strange, this is going to be weird, without thinking about it. You need to be, if you present today and your red dot isn't there, your eyes need to go to your irons front side focus, boom, in an instant. Because when you're running a red dot, when I run my red dot, I don't look at my red dot. I don't look at any of this. I look at my threat. So my focal point is much further down the road, right? When I run my irons, I focus on my front sight, right? So my focal point is right here, and my rear sight and my target are blurred. So it's a completely different visual range you're working with. And it's something that if you don't run them both, you will forget about it when the moment of need arrives. So you need to run both, and you need to be able to run both well. Okay, that is that question answered. I really want to open this, so let's get to the sucker. I always like to show you opening it because I mean that's part of the excitement, right? Wow. Let's put the knife down. Okay, I'll tell you what, it's not a basketball. Come on. Great videography going on here. Okay, we've got a letter. Let's start off with a letter. No, forget the letter. Okay, let's start off with a letter. Come on, let's be patient about it. Hi Ryan, in a recent video I noted that you had some tripod issues. Here is one that I no longer use. I hope it serves you well and keep up the good work. Regards, Ralph Davids. P.S. I got the shipping info from Michelle. I hope you don't mind. Gosh, can you guys see that? That's going to be too bright. Ralph Davids. Ralph, I hope you don't mind mentioning you on my channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I will be honest, of all the things I don't have good quality things of, a tripod is one of them. I have a really poor quality tripod. Whoa. Are you kidding me? I will take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. That is freaking awesome. I have, no jokes, I have like a 99 Rand tripod that's held together with tape and glue and things. It's really coming apart. This is a massive upgrade. Wow. Nice. Whew. Well, I guarantee you that the video quality or the stability of the camera is going to improve in future videos. It's got a level. It's got a level there. I can't show you this. Let's put it through this. It's got a level there as well as one there. So side note guys, I didn't study videography or anything like that, right? Everything I do on my channel and my Instagram accounts and all those things, it's just stuff that I learned going along. So I really appreciate this. That is freaking awesome. That is so nice of you. Sorry about the dog barking in the background. That's really cool. Man, Ralph, thank you so much. I'll have to send you something. I will ask Michelle to make contact with you to get your shipping address, and I'll have to send you something. I really appreciate you sending me this awesome freaking, I love this color. Wow. That's really nice. I'm a bit speechless. Oh, something I have to tell you guys. You remember my old khaki jeans? I posted a picture about it on my Instagram. It's this picture over here saying that Michelle forced me to get rid of this jeans. And I said, look, I'll chuck it away, but can we please first get a replacement? Because I love this jeans from old khaki. And she was like, okay, cool. And then we went to old khaki and they didn't have one in my size. And they didn't have the straight leg stretch, which is the only kind of jeans I wear. I don't want any skinny jeans. If you guys like skinny jeans, that's cool. I don't like skinny jeans. Don't hate me for it. So, because of that, can you guys see? Michelle had to do like extensive repairs on this jeans. But the old khaki jeans lives. Oh yeah, the old khaki, maybe this is a good example. The old khaki jeans lives on. This isn't the front, this is the back of this jeans that Michelle repaired. It's alive and well, guys, the old khaki jeans. Okay, kind of overwhelmed. This tripod is freaking awesome. Question. For Q&A, how's it run? Question. However, I'm not sure if you want to answer on your vlog legal reasons. Knowing about the crime in SA, is it stupid or doesn't make sense to keep your firearm in the safe when you go to bed? Thinking like an EDC, I would want my firearm close to me. What's your thoughts on this? From Micah Peterson. Micah, you are 100% correct. The crime in South Africa is rampant. And let me just say this, right? Crime is everywhere, okay? I think that just criminals are a bit more brazen here in South Africa. They're a bit less scared of the police. I don't know. But to answer your question, most crimes, housebreaking, things like that, happen in the evening. You always want your firearm easily accessible, readily accessible, if not on your body, within arm's reach. When I go sleep, my firearm is not in the safe. I actually did a video about it. I'll try to link it up here, if not, it's linked down below, about my nightstand setup. It makes no sense. If your firearm is in the safe at night, you might as well not have a firearm, because you're not getting there in time. Forget it. I don't care who you are, what kind of safe you think you got. Maybe if you have one of those tap safes that you just tap the thing and it opens up and your firearm is there, but that's not a safe. That's more like a hidden shelf. But if it's in your safe with like lock and key or security code, you don't have a firearm. Don't consider a firearm as a tool that you can use if someone breaks into your house at night. Your firearm needs to be there all the time. So yes, if yes is the right answer to your question, my firearm is 90% of the day, except when I'm showering, my firearm is within arm's reach. Like no one can get to me before I can get to my firearm. And that is, when I say the day, I mean of a 24-hour day. When I'm sleeping at night, it's very, very close to me. Like I said, I did a nightstand setup video. It's linked, or check it in the video description below. My firearm does not spend a lot of time in the safe. The only time it goes into the safe is when I leave the house, and I can't take my firearm with me. If I'm going to a government building or something where I know they're going to wand me, then you can't take it with you. You can't even put it in your backpack. So there's no point if if I'm traveling via air and I can't take my firearm with me. Guys, that is it. Quick announcement. The guys from Torch SA who support this channel tremendously. This is the Wuben C3. For those of you who watched my channel for a while, you'll know I did a video about the best flashlight for under 1,000 Rand, and I had quite a few flashlights in that video. The Wuben C3 won it. Wuben at Torch SA currently, they're like 35% discounted. So if you are in the market for an EDC flashlight, a utility flashlight, a flashlight just to do some searching, to go fishing with, whatever the case may be, Wuben, they're not as well known, but they are just as survivable. Watch my video about the tests I did, drop test, water test, cycling it in a pool underwater. Remember, I jumped into a pool in winter to cycle this thing underwater. This won out over the Olight i5T, and the tests were all equal. So it's a really good option if you want to get the spare flashlight, or if you just want to get your first EDC light and you aren't sure if you're going to carry a light for everyday carry. Get something inexpensive but survivable so that you have a good experience with it, and you can start that journey, and you'll probably end up buying way more flashlights. Torch SA, they have 35% discounts on their Wuben, and they're going to be doing more of these things, but I can't tell you too much. Thank you so much to Carl over at Core Essentials for all the awesome gun belts. You will definitely be seeing all of this on the channel, as well as all the awesome buckles. Thank you very much to Ralph for this amazing tripod. I really appreciate that. Highly unexpected, but I appreciate it. Thank you to you guys for taking time to watch the channel. Thank you for taking time to ask me questions, because your questions is what make this segment of the channel possible. As I said, guys, if you want to ask me any question, you can do it on Instagram and Facebook. Just put EDC Q&A in there and your name if you want your name mentioned, and I'll ask and answer your question on the channel. Guys, have a good week. Gaming video coming up. I will see you soon, or you won't see me, but you'll see me play some Ghost Recon quite soon. And then I think you'll see me on Friday for a product promo Friday, and then on Sunday for a gear review. Have a good week. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.